Danny DeVito. And tomorrow, Harold Robbins.
It is now 7:50. He has been described as a man of rugged power and raw sexuality, a man who answers to no one but the sound of Dusty and the cable repairman. He is Lieutenant Frank Drebin, and it takes no less of a man to play him, of course. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, 3 years after The Naked Gun from the files of Police Squad, Leslie Nielsen returns in the sequel so big they had to add another half. It's The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear. And here, he and Priscilla Presley try to preserve their relationship. Watch.
Oh, Frank, we're no good together. All you ever lived for was your police work.
And you were always busy trying to save the end zone layer.
Ozone layer. Oh, Frank, you never tried to understand.
How can you say that? When I sank every penny I had into buying that 1,000 acres of Brazilian rainforest, then I had it slashed and burned so we could build our dream house.
Frank, how could you be so insensitive?
Insensitive? You think it's easy displacing an entire tribe? You try it sometime.
And Leslie Nielsen's with us. How you doing?
Very good. How you doing?
I'm all right.
I brought you a present here.
You did?
Yeah,
What?
it's
A little police pin.
Police squad pin.
Frank Drebin, I've heard you say that he has a little Hamlet in him.
That he does have, and I think everybody should have just a touch of Hamlet in them, especially, well, it's Danish, and it's very good to have it in you in the morning.
A little Danish.
Okay, thank you.
And I set him up for that, I'm just like the perfect straight man over here.
You're terrific. Very good. You set me up once quite a while ago.
Yes, I did.
I mean, not
like
so long
heavy
ago.
duty set you up.
You really did the number on me.
Yeah, on another show I was
wonderful.
doing, we gave you a guest that wasn't really a guest. That pulled a pretty big trick on you.
Yeah.
It seems so funny because now, we did that because you've become this character. You used to be the very serious straight actor, and oh, here he goes.
The moment you say serious, I have to start to move.
Okay, but then all of a sudden somebody takes this chance on you and says, I see something comedic in there. Now I would imagine it's the other way around. Now you walk out on a stage, people just expect you to be instant funny like that, right?
Well, what happens, you walk out, and the moment you say hello, people come,
they laugh.
hello. But the thing is that with Jerry and David Zucker and Jim Abrams, when they did Airplane, they knew that if they had Rodham Stack and Peter Graves, Lloyd Bridges, myself, doing their material and their situations, their dialogue on Airplane, with the same gravity and the same seriousness with which we were forced to do the police action stuff that we did, that it would be ridiculous and funny. And that was the beginning. But doing the picture, during the shooting of the picture, Jerry and David and Jim came to understand that I was pretty well as nuts as they, and that they were really giving me a license to be even, to do it out in front of the camera. I never did it in front of the camera before.
But has it changed you personally? Has it given you like a free license to kind of just change yourself?
What it really has done is I find a change in myself. I find it has given me a license to freedom, to being freer, to being more of who I am. I used to have my fun behind the camera. And you can be very careful about humor and about fooling around. You do it with friends, people you're comfortable
where it's safe, right?
Yeah, and because you're safe. But I think my boundaries of safety are stretched pretty far now, and
I would say so.
You would.
Well, I read about you somewhere where you said that your dad was a very strict disciplinarian, but at the same time he had a really great sense of humor.
That's true, yeah.
So you probably got those two messages, which are at the other end of the spectrum, at the same time. So it was there for you, right?
I think it began. Well, yes, it began. The humor began there because. Getting your father to laugh and enjoy himself, and if you were responsible for it, there were a few things involved. If you were responsible, so not your brothers, they weren't responsible. And number two, if he was laughing, he was enjoying himself. It was a kind of an act of love that you were responsible. And the other thing too, that when he's laughing, he's not being as disciplinarian as he normally was, which means it's called getting belted,
We're going to see another one of these, I imagine, right?
What's that?
It works so good.
Naked Gun?
2.5. We'll have
I
more
hope
Naked
so.
Guns in the future.
David is talking about, well, maybe we'll do number Naked Gun 33 1/3 for the record.
Hey, listen.
He really is a remarkable comedy director, David.
I've seen some of the outtakes and some of the commercial that goes for it, which looks like you got hurt in that commercial. And I look forward to seeing it. Thanks.
It's so nice to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
And Good Morning America. I knew he wouldn't make it through the commercial.
Can't let it
through
go.
the spot without doing that. Good Morning America continues in just a moment.